I'm going to share about the topic that is called work sharing, or else you can mention this as about uh, collaboration. Okay, so we also know it about collaboration. We know it as a collaboration. So work sharing is the process when you share your work among the among a team at same time. Okay, for a project that is called work sharing. When you need a project to share within at least one person to work simultaneously at the same project at same time, you need that work sharing process. So how we do it, how we share. So we don't uh, work at a same file. Okay, we will be working on a same project, but will not be working on a same file. So for that, we will create a master file or a central model. That central model will be present within your network server or within the common data environment. So the common data environment is that cloud platform where we manage all the documents and the file for our collaboration, right? So that is the common data environment uh, where this master file will be uploaded or will be stored. And from that master file, we will create our own local file for our system to work. Suppose we are the team. Okay, so suppose this batch sun is the team, and we have a master file that is stored in common data environment. And from that common data environment, we will create local files. So suppose we have 7 members, so we will open 7 different local files, and we will be individually working on our system. Okay, so that is the process. We will never work on the central model, and the central model is connected with the local model. So all these local models are connected via central model. So these local models are not directly connected. These local models are connected via central model. And the central model, this is a file which contains all the information. Sorry, guys. That central model contains all the information for the project. Okay. And each team member will be working with the local file. So here you can see. And for all the project element, we will create workset. So for each element, we will create a workset. So we can control that when I'm working on a particular workset, so no other team member can work on that. So there will be no clash at the time. So, when you are working on your local model, you cannot check other local model, right? So as I've mentioned, that is not directly connected, is connected with the central model. So until and unless you reconnect with the central, or you synchronize, or you uh, synchronize, okay, or you upload the part you have model in your local file, you upload it in the central file, and you connect with that central file again. So what others have uploaded in the central file, you get it in your local file again. So this way it will work. So we will create work sets. Okay. So when you are working on your particular work sets are named elements, okay, a set of elements. So when you are working on particular elements, so that there are chances of clashes. Some other members can work on that same element, so they will not know if there is no restriction. They will not know that you are working there. You are working at your system. So when you are working on a particular work set, so Revit will work like that, that if some other member want to edit that same element at the same time when you are working, so that member have to take permission from the owner who have created that work set or currently working on it. So have to take the permission request. You have to request to that member to give you permission to work on it at the same time. Okay, so that you can identify that this person is the borrower who is going to work on this same element. Okay, so accordingly you can collaborate within your team members. So this is the way we collaborate with this work sharing process at the same project at the same time. Now let me share the Revit screen. Here it is. Okay, so go to collaborate tab and there you find out this collaborate option. Okay, so first of all you have to click on this collaborate, and before that you have to save it. Okay, you have to save and then click on collaborate. Okay, so let me open a file which I have already saved. So let me open this one. Okay, all right, so that is already saved, and click on collaborate, and it will show you this window that do you want to collaborate within this local area network or within your network you want to collaborate, or in the cloud you want to collaborate within cloud. So you can choose in BIM 360 document management. There you can click on OK. And after that, you have to define the location within the cloud. So during the BIM 360 class, you will learn about all these topics. And we have already created for project. So you will learn in the BIM 360 classes how to create these project locations and all. Okay, so within this architect, this is already loaded. Okay, demo batch iron, that is already loaded. And when you uh, when you create this architecture, backup file will be created in that location. Okay, so this architectural file is loaded there. This architectural file. Let me click on cancel. I will not initiate. So this way you have to define, and after that click on initiate. Okay, and after that you have to close this, and you have to create a local file. Okay, as I mentioned that after creating that master file, you will be working with your local file. So for that, go to this open option, open, and we will open project. Okay, we'll open project, and you have this my computer, and we have this Autodesk Docs. Okay, the cloud platform. So for this, it you want this to be shown in your uh, desktop. So for that, you have to install one desktop connector. Okay, so that will connect uh, with your BIM 360. The desktop will be connected with your BIM 360 with your cloud platform. So that is uploaded within this My Docs, and here you can see that from this desktop I can access all these. So within this demo, this project architect, and there you can see this demo batch iron is loaded. So you have to now I'm going to select this architectural, okay, and click on open, and we will be creating the local file with the same name. Earlier also I have worked and that same named local file is created. So I will not open the previously saved local file. Keep these in mind because these are the key points. I will not open the previously saved local file. I will always create new fresh local copy from that master file, as because we every day we have worked and we have updated the master file. So when I will create new copy, so I will get all the work done in my master file. I will get all those works. So I can override the existing copy. Okay. And if you want the previous copy as a backup, so that you can click on this append timestamp to existing copy. OK, so you can choose that. Now let me go with this override existing copy. And this will be opened. And now you can see that is the architectural file. And with that, I'm having this name. OK, so that is the name of the system. So from where it gets this name, you can go to this option and there you can see that is the username. So from here it gets the name of the system. And if you are logged in with your Autodesk account, so it will take that account name. So this is the local copy of this system, architectural underscore this Autodesk account name. Okay, so this is the local copy of your system. Now go to collaborate, and there you have this worksheet. Okay, so there are some worksheets which is created here, and here it is right now not not editable. This is right now non-editable. Let me click on this editable, and here you can see that right now I'm the owner. I can also create some new worksheets I can create. Okay, and here you can see right now I'm the owner. Okay, click on it, and if I do some uh, modeling, or if I start creating some objects, for this you can see that this is the worksheet 1 and edited by this person. Here it is mentioned for this model. Okay, and if someone want to edit on this worksheet, so that person have to take permission from me, as right now I'm the owner. Okay, so go to collaborate tab, and while working on it, suppose that person is working on it, so you will see some window will pop up. So you have to take the request, and when that person will request, it will be available within this editing request window, and there you can grant or deny. You'll see. So during your internship, you will work on these topics practically. Now we are not collaborating, so this is really hard to show you without the practical collaboration. So this way we can work on it. And now this is the owner. Now you can see. And now let me show you that if I start placing a window over there, we place a window over there. So it's not possible. Let me place with another. Uh, Let me try it there. This one. Let me go with this one. And now let me try placing it here. Yeah. So here it is placed. And this is right now the workset. Can check it here, right? That is the current workset. So here you can set the active workset. So from this status bar, you can set the active workset. So when you will create some or place a model, it will be created with this workset. That is the active workset. So here you can mention and you can come to this workset manager and there you can make it editable or non-editable. Okay, so remain the borrower. You can see. So right now I'm the borrower. Okay, I'm not the editor anymore. Now uh, we can do one more thing, that is relinquish. We can release our ownership so that no team members have to wait for my permission. They don't have to seek for my permission. If I relinquish my ownership, so they can work. Okay. So if it is like that, we can always do our task and we will relinquish. Project has not been saved. So first we will synchronize with the central or we will save it. If I'm not synchronizing, so don't worry. I can just save it within this local. Okay, so we will synchronize it when the task is proper and that is finalized. Then only we will synchronize. Otherwise, we cannot get it undone. Okay, we cannot undo it when it is synchronized with the central. We cannot undo it. So we have to save it after this changes and then click on finish.
Sir, after
Relinquish all
save,
my.
sir, after save, we also cannot undo that in programming. Matlab any work.
So that is being saved in your local. That
Yeah.
is you are saving in the local file, right?
Yeah.
So you can create another local copy. Suppose you have done the mistake, so you can create another local and you can start creating from the fresh.
Okay.
Okay, so let me synchronize. And after that, we can relinquish. Okay, we can relinquish. And here you can see there is no owner, there is no borrower. I have relinquished the ownership. And suppose you don't want to update your local copy to the master file, but you want to see other local copies work because you are collaborating, right? So you have this option reload latest. So it will load the updates from the central model to your local copy, but it will not update your local copy part to this central file. So that you can, if you need, you can choose this. Fine. And we have this work sharing monitor. So this will manage all the tasks within a single monitor. You will have this work sharing monitor only if you log in with Autodesk account. Let me share the full screen. Let me open that work sharing monitor. I think it will take time to open. Okay, that is just to manage all these things within a single. Okay, so it's taking time. Here you can see. Yeah, so here it is. Okay, so now you can see that I'm right now working on this local. Okay, this is the local. Well, so everything will be managed. There is any editing request, so any notification, everything will be managed here. Yeah, that is the work sharing. That is the work sharing monitor. And these are the worksheets. So you can create some worksheets. And you can go to this visibility graphics. And now you see that this worksheet window is available here. Okay. So you remember that I have mentioned that you will get some extra tabs as per some tools. So right now this worksheets are visible, all these are visible. Now if you go to this worksheet, there are options opened and visible in all views. So here you can see right now this is visible in all views, but if I click on open, so right now you cannot see. That is not visible here. Just a second. Okay, so here you can see that there is nothing. And if I go to worksheet there, and if I go for yes, click on OK, and everything is visible again. Okay, so I can either make it open yes or no, so that I can do it. And here I have this visible in views. Click on OK, that is also there. So now what is the difference between these two? So for this worksheet that is right now checked with this, unchecked with this visible in views. Now I'll go to this visibility graphics option. Visibility graphics, go to this, and here you can see, right, this is selected use global setting as that is the meaning of the workset setting. Okay, as per the workset setting. Now I can override the show and click on open, and that is showed here. Okay, now if I check here and if I go for not opened, so it will not be opened even if I change in the visibility graphics. Here you can see that is selected as showed, but here it is marked as closed. Even if I override the visibility as showed, it will not be visible as because it is closed. It will not be visible to work. Okay, so that is closed. So it will not be visible. Fine. So we have to open it. Okay. So what is the function then? So if you are the borrower and if you close it, so it will not be visible anyhow. Even the other person change it from the visibility graphics. Understood? So this how we manage. Fine. So this is all about the work sharing process, how we do it. And practically you will be doing it in the internship. During the internship, you will be doing it practically. So there you will understand it better. And during the BIM 360 classes also, we will do it. Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you.
Sir,